Hey guys,
Welcome back to another episode of
Save Youth
Podcast. I'm your co-host, Bate.
and I'm your co-host Nanette, and I know y'all missed us. Like, I've been getting phone calls like back to back, like where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Can I see some of those logs?
Yeah. They're definitely there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a while, y'all. But we're back and we're better. I hope.
Bingity banger. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
Please put some sound effects over that. That'd be very awkward.
LOL. But yeah, guys, we're back. So, we're going to start weekly uploads again. Hopefully, school's getting a little heavy, but we move. But yeah, before we start, do a little question. So,
question of the day, of the week. Favorite Ghanaian song. Today's Ghana's Independence Day. They were recording, but no, that one because everyone has seen it for today already.
What?
Favorite Ghanaian song.
Oh.
Everyone has seen that one.
What is your favorite? That wasn't the question.
I know, but that one, I want to see. Check out my social media page.
Please, LOL. I was gonna say, what is something that you're trying to work on in your relationship with God moving forward? Like something that maybe hasn't been so good recently or this year, but you're working on improving.
Reading the word.
Yeah,
because the word be thick. Yeah. When school gets thick, the word just gets. Then I'd be like, nah, I can't be reading both. I can't be reading too many things. I'm like, schoolwork, and God work. I'm like, no. One of them has to take the back burner. I'm like, oh. But yeah, get in the word.
Yeah.
Getting the sermons are cool too. I want to get back into sermons because sermons are just like some quick go-tos. We could listen to sermons whenever. Sermons are cool. I like sermons.
Yeah.
I have to get back in them.
Yeah, I know. Same. Yeah, definitely me too. Reading the word, praying. I would just be forgetting. I used to pray after every meal. Like I still do like when I remember. But I feel like recently I feel like recently, like I've just like it's just been so much. I wake up, then I have to study. And so I really want God to be in the center, like of everything, of every conversation, of every question, of just everything. It's so hard when like life gets so busy and like it feels like you can't really conjoin like Jesus and the struggle, so it just gets a little hard sometimes. But yeah,
Jesus is the struggle.
He's the struggle.
No, he should be your struggle. Like
he should be the thing that is like with you through the struggle. So it's like instead of putting him on the back burner, right? He's walking with us while we're struggling. We have the Bible in hand as we're struggling.
As you're going through the water.
Exactly, right. Because I'll do all my work and then like I don't even know. Even during we've been doing like a social media fast or like in Bible study this past week, and I feel like even though we've been doing Bible study, it's been like so hard to like just get up on my own and read the Bible. Like I'll wait till like 3 a.m. and then I'm like, okay, let me read. And by that time, I'm tired, so I'll just read a little bit and then
you be in your bed reading too. You sick person.
I don't fall asleep. It's just that I know I could have done it earlier. It's just like the procrastination. It's just like
thief of time.
Exactly. It's just like I don't know, some type of hold that's just like
that 3 a.m. hold.
I don't know, man. I've just been up like just strange hours.
Scary.
I just been up to like 4 a.m. and then I wake up and I'm tired. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm like, why am I tired? I wonder why.
It's just yeah, but we're working on that. Sleeping early and reading the word, like making it part of my day, not something that's like a burden. So yeah. But today our topic
New Year's resolution.
Oh no, actually New Year's resolution for sure. What?
It was just funny.
Oh,
well, it's not funny. What serious matter.
Why? What was your thing?
No, I'm just saying that's a new. I have a
new one.
Yeah,
double. But yeah, our topic for today is God's will / God's way. And we're gonna do like a Bible study type.
I was about to say what?
Today. Yeah. We're gonna be reading Isaiah 55, the whole chapter. It just talks about God's will and His like invitation for us to come to Him. Because the ways are better than ours. So yeah, we're just gonna dive into that, and yeah. Basically, start with anything.
Basically, you see how I don't know. Okay, you see how most gospel songs Okay, I wouldn't say most, but like a good bit of them are like, some of them are like, like just like lyrics, not lyrics, words, like scriptures from the Bible. And then when you hear them, you're like, that sounds awfully familiar. And then when you read the scripture and you see them, you're like, oh, I know where you got it from. That's how I felt when I read the first verse one. It was like, come all who are thirsty, come to the waters, and for you who have no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why spend money on bread and what is not? Why spend money on what is not bread and labor on what does not satisfy? Is this NK? What kind?
NIV.
You come like, what is all this? What does not? Well, damn, kind of
Bro,
hard to read.
English.
But it reminded me of that song "Come" by Sim. It's not Simi Dide. What's the name? It is Simi Dide actually.
What's on?
Oh, come. The song of the difficulty for like 2 weeks.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, basically, what I got from that first verse is God basically he's inviting us to like just partake. He's literally just saying like everything you want in life is literally been paid for in full. All you got to do is just come and get it. It's like when Jesus went to the well with that. He didn't go with her, but she was at the well when he got there. He was like, "Oh, like I want water." And he was like, "Oh," she was like, "You didn't bring a bucket. You didn't bring anything." Well, people say if they see me like giving you water and everything, but it's like if you knew like what I could offer you, like you would be begging for me to give it to you. So it's like I have all of this, but all you have to do really is just like receive it. He's just saying like, why spend money on something that like you have to keep like food? You have to keep buying the food. Like you have to keep buying, putting money. You have to keep working to buy the food. It's like a cycle. But when you come to God, it's not really a cycle. Like obviously you have to keep praying and all those things, but it's not much of a cycle in the sense that like okay. Let me not use the word cycle. It's like it's already been paid for. Like it's like I really wish there was a better way.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to
It's
say.
like it's like the blood. It's literally just it just all goes everything comes down to the blood and it's so crazy. Like he's already paid for it. All you're doing is literally just you're paying for delivery fee is all you're doing. You're not even paying for like paying to for the item itself. You're paying for shipping and handling. That's literally all it is. You're just paying delivery fee. Basically, is
Mm-hmm.
how I'm interpreting it. It says, "Come all who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you have no money, come buy and eat." You have no money. You have no money. You're thirsty. You have no money. He says, "Just come and get it for free." Imagine you have no money for school tuition. You have no money. Spring break is coming up. You have no money, and someone says free flight, free
All
housing,
inclusive.
all inclusive, everything,
Resort,
resort,
flights, travel,
clothes,
food.
everything, all inclusive for you, your friends, and your family, all inclusive. Just all you gotta do is just
Mm-hmm.
come. That's it. Would you not take it? Exactly.
Exactly.
Like they paid everything for you. That's literally what the invitation is that God's given us. So
Yeah.
that's what I was getting from. It's just literally he just it's like free charity, bro. God's
Mm-hmm.
literally just giving us free everything for free, basically.
Yeah. I feel like to go back to what you said, like it's like he's already paid the price for us and he just wants us to like long for that price. Like he's already like it's like somebody, let's say you're like you were kidnapped, right? And they're like pay the ransom or you needed to send a ransom or something like that. Like send an amount of money for the person to be freed or for you to be freed since you were the kidnapped person. It's like the person like your parents obviously would like want to get you back in some way, so they'd pay that money to get you back from being kidnapped, right? So I feel like since God has already like paid the price for us, he wants us to just long to be like dependent on him. Like he wants us to want to lean on him. It's like he this is an it's like an invitation, but like if we don't accept the invitation, then it's really not like it's really not yours for real. Like the water is not yours for real if you don't accept it. If you're
Yeah.
not willing to drink it. Like you can
Yeah.
lead the horse to the water, but you can't force them to drink the
I'm
water.
screaming. I've heard that before. Where you get that from?
It's like a saying, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like God really just wants us to come to him, and like the invitation part, like it's really like I wrote down like he quenches our thirst, and he's longing for us to have dependency in him. He wants us to dwell in him. And even like that song, this also kind of reminded me of another song I knew. It says he's the like the rivers of living water. That song that says out of my belly by somebody.
Shuffle. Yeah. Out
But
of my belly.
yeah, that
Shuffle.
song
I think it's
rivers
Theophilus
of
Sunday, maybe.
I feel like yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
he's in there somewhere. But yeah, it reminds me of that. It's like he's a rivers of living water, but because we like I feel like in this human world, we have like humanly and fleshly desires. We like to have those quick impulses, like physics. We like to have, we like to depend on those.
Where was this when we're doing the homework yesterday?
We like to depend on those like short and quick like fuses of like
Yeah.
enjoyment. We like to
Mhm.
depend and lean on those like short moments of excitement. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, even though it's not gonna last forever, and I know it's not gonna last forever,
And I know.
let me just do that because like YOLO. But it's
And
like
you're gonna get thirsty again, and I
you're
have
gonna
to
be
go
thirsty again.
walk
And I feel like
to find another source. That's the thing. If you like, when you're the one searching for the water, you have to keep walking from mile to mile to go find the water. But when God is the water, like it's there. Like you know where it is. Like the landmark is there. Like you know if I go here, the water is there. But if it's you doing the searching, you don't know that there's water there. You have to go to town A. Maybe there's water. Maybe there's no water. You go to town A. There's no water. Town B. Maybe there's water. Maybe there's no water. B, C, D. You're walking around like aimlessly, just hoping there's water and there's no water. But if God is with you, he would tell you there's water there. You tell there's no water there.
exactly.
But if he's with you, he only leads you to path where there is water because he's the bread of life, the living waters. So come to who?
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
now.
Jesus
Sonny
Christ.
Bedu as well.
He's the bread of life.
The living
I thought Jesus
water.
now or
Come
Jesus
to-
Christ.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
It could be
Come
either
to
or.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's definitely now. It's
Yes,
definitely.
yeah.
Yes, we are by day.
I love that man.
He's a good guy. From what we see, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we don't know the guy.
But yeah, it's like what you were saying, like going to like different towns to look for water, right? It's like I feel like that also relates to like how you see people like in the world, not even in the world, like general people anywhere. Like some people, you can see that they've gone through more, and like their story, like coming to Christ has been more like strenuous because they've been fighting it. They didn't want the like living water. They wanted to go their own way. Like when I feel like I like
I gotta go my own way.
What about like I like listening to like other people's testimonies.
I love it, bro. Cause I'm like,
hey,
it inspires me. I'm like,
really ran and he said, you're not going anywhere. He said, you're not going
like,
nowhere.
it makes you it kind of humbles you and like shows you how favored you really are. Cause I'm like, I thought I was living a hard life, and God said, if you ever say I don't love you, you wouldn't like people never think that, bro.
It just never like in some people's stories, it's like, how did you even find Jesus?
How do you even believe?
How do you? I mean, but their stories like they have to believe after like
I know,
crazy
and it's like
turnarounds.
It's like I don't even know how I would have. It's like I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Because that one I would have to see the man, and most of the time they really do be seeing the man face to face before they can.
Exactly.
Because me, dear, wow. Especially with that guy, man.
The James.
Quila.
Yeah. That was
to this day. That one shocks me. It's ingrained in me, bro.
I feel like I need to rewatch that.
I know.
I need to remind myself, like, girl, get up.
It's a battle.
It's really a battle.
You know, it's where we ought to pray. I need to launch that lady again.
No, actually though, but I feel like I was even talking about it with somebody the other day. It's like, it's so easy to like judge where other people come from and like what people do and how they behave and the things that they
when
take
you haven't
part
gone through
in. When
it,
you
bro.
haven't like seen or you haven't taken part or even been through it, like what you said, like it's so easy to just be like, what you're doing is crazy. Like, can you just go to church? Can you just turn around? Can you just pray? Can you just this? Can you just that? But it's like
it's
everybody,
really hard.
Like it's always a root to it. Like a lot of people, they do certain things because maybe they grew up and their parents did that, or their family did that, or it's like it was never something that was brought up or addressed. So it's like does this walk with God, right? Like as going back to the verse, it's like he's inviting everyone. It says that come all you who are thirsty, not just come those who look pretty, those who are near me already, come those who are ready. He said, come all you who are thirsty, the people that are poor, the people that are rich, the people that have it all, the people that don't have it all. Like it's an invitation to everyone. And I feel like that's always like emphasized in the Bible. Even in Matthew it says, come to me, all you who are like heavy laden or brokenhearted, and I'll give you rest. So it's like, I feel like, I like that it's like a constant reminder that God is like, he just really wants us bad. And we just don't see that sometimes because we get distracted in life.
Yeah, and it's not like just like some, physical thirst. It's just like, it's some like, deep down and you like, you have all the money, you have all the fame, all the money and the fame in the world and all the girls and all the guys. You have everything like you think you want, but like you still go to bed at night. You're just staring up you staring up at the wall. You're like, I gotta go to bed though. It's like
Yeah, it's like this
like
is
it's just like damn, like something is still missing, but like you don't think it's
can't
that big
prove.
of a deal. But like the fact that you can miss it and be like something's missing, like yo, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to me personally, but no, not me personally. But like it's like there's something in you
There's
that you're like
more. There's
this.
always
You feel like there's something else that like you want, but like you
exactly.
don't know what it is. Sometimes you just some people really just don't know what it is that they want.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
really do not know. It's not like they're really trying to avoid God or they really just
They
don't
just I
want
don't
it. They
know.
just really don't know what it is. That's why they really keep trying to find other things because
Mm-hmm.
they really genuinely want to find out what it is that they're looking for. And they think it's
Exactly.
the money. They think it's like the careers, it's the
Friends.
family, the friends, the love, whatever
Mm-hmm.
it is. And it's just
It's a
like
God-shaped
you're
hole.
thirsty, like you're thirsty for like God and like what He can offer. Like it's only Him that can really quench your thirst because He has something that nobody else has. Like He has that eternal, like everlasting, like His love, like it can over like it abounds it's like it can like
Overshadow.
it can overshadow, like it can just immerse you, so it can immerse you and immerse every generation, like it's just like it's
Generation.
just like so hard to put into words at times. It just doesn't make sense. It's
Exactly.
incomprehensible at times. You just have
Mm-hmm.
to, yeah, you
Yeah.
just gotta be there. 404 Broadway.
Please.
Shut
That's
up.
an invitation. This is a
Invitation. Yeah, see what I did
yeah,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bug. Oh my! You
See
know,
your bracelet
it broke
again.
and then it rolled down
Again.
my trousers. I thought I got all of them,
It's okay. It's
but
okay.
yeah, because I feel like even the times where I'm like, oh, I'm really like when it looks like to the outside that I'm like really on fire for Jesus and I'm posting Bible verses, posting
That's when it's
quotes.
harder.
That's when I'm like,
I think that's what every Christian is really going through. They try to tell themselves they're not.
like those
I
times.
think it's a universal language.
If you see, I'm posting on Instagram Bible verses.
Come and talk to
Truly,
me.
yeah, something's going on. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. You need to come talk to me.
John 10:30. I am my follower one. I want to go.
Cause what? Like that means that it's really it's like
Call me.
Yeah.
Call me, bro.
Yeah. Cause I realize like it's the times where I'm really not like
I'm not It's
showcasing it. Like those are the times where I'm like I'm really truly deeper with Christ. But when I'm posting it, oh, this is just for funsies. This is just so like that my Instagram page can look.
So my mom still knows I'm in the word.
This to remind my followers I'm still a follower of Christ. I'm still hanging in there.
Just
but
like
truly, I feel like
I'm
yeah, no. Like
because if you're really in and so deep in God, like you don't even know social media. You forget, like you, like the last thing on your mind is to take a picture of you reading the Bible.
No, literally. Oh my
God! To show people what you've highlighted, you're out of your mind. No offense, no offense. I know you do.
No, because I was watching. I'm gonna highlight it and I angle the Bible, angle it well, and then take a picture and then upload. I'm like, yep, that's no, that's
like, I don't want that one. I don't want that one.
Let's take it again.
That was me in New York. I was like, I don't want that one. The angle wasn't right. I said no. Love a girl.
Exactly, and
I love her of the Lord.
Hey, Jesus. Wow, have mercy, have mercy.
Lord, forgive us. We don't know what we do.
No, literally, bro. I watched this.
Why am I playing like I don't have class?
This guy, his name is Robert Madu. I think I sent you his video. I don't know if you watched it.
Is it the one who basketball?
Yeah, but I what's it called? I was watching his sermon, one of his other sermons, and he was talking about how like it's so easy for us as Christians, right? To like expect things from God, because like he's like the more you, I forgot how he started, but he's basically talking about how like we think that just by us like reading our Bibles or going to church, that's like a checklist off of our like our to-do list for Christ or whatever. So it's like the more we like do for him, we think that like that forms like expectations in us. I forgot how he worded it. It was so good, but it was like when we read the Bible, we expect God to give us a blessing now that we've like done what He's already told us to do, whatever. Like now, when we go to church, we have these expectations. Like the more and more we like get closer and closer, we have expectation. And he said it's not bad to have expectation, but it's like when you allow that expectation to like override the fact that we're still living in this world that hardships are gonna come. Not every day is gonna be good. Then that's when the problem like starts, whatever. And I feel like even like going back to what we were talking about, like when we think that we posted a nice Bible verse, we've done so well for the week, we've gone to church, we read our Bible, we've prayed for our friends, we haven't cursed, we haven't done anything. That's when we're like, oh, okay, yeah, God, like, oh, God is seeing that I'm doing good. And it's like, yes, He's seeing that you're doing good, but that also like doesn't take away take away from the fact that like He's all knowing, He's all powerful. He sees that maybe you might mess up later. Like he sees that you're still gonna need to come to Him because you're still gonna continue to thirst. if you're not fully immersed in him continuously and continuously. Like he's like a fire that it continuously it can't be quenched. You need to continuously like add oil onto the fire, otherwise it's gonna die out. And then when temptation comes, boom, you're knocked out because
My
you weren't paying attention. You were looking down, but you weren't paying attention to the other aspects in your life. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm. All that
yeah,
from the first two verses.
yeah.
But yeah, but then I'm trying to say, the book just goes on to talk about how sorry, how God made a covenant with David and his people, and how he was it I just ripped the Bible. God forgive me. How David, yeah, he says, surely you will summon nations you know not, and nations you do not know will come running to you because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel. For he has endowed you with splendor. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and he will have mercy on them, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. What I got from that one was that, like, when God is on your side, like, people like that you do not know, like, unexplainable favor will be upon you. People you don't know will just be giving you things, will just be blessing you left and right. Like, it won't make sense to you. Like, people will just be aiding you for no reason. Your enemy's crowd will be, it was that, like, the plans that the enemy makes, God will turn them around for evil. Like, people will try to skew you left and right, but like their plans that they're thinking that's gonna mess you up is gonna be going around to benefit for you and for the Lord. It's like nothing that the enemy tries to do in against you will work out for real. Like everything will go well for you basically, and that there's gonna be a time where God won't be found. So seek the Lord while he may be found, call on him while he's near. So a point will come as well where he won't be near. So it's like, yes, God is like, call on me. Also, there's the Bible that says, not everyone who calls on me, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of God and everything. But it's also because, like, Earth, we're here on a time. But there's a clock. The clock is running. It's like a stopwatch, not the stopwatch, the sand thingy. But like, I don't know how much sand we still have, but like, I don't know that. I don't think that's how God literally did it, but like, figuratively speaking, let's say it was a sand thing, right? Like the sand is running out as we speak, or it has been since it was flipped. So we're still running out of sand, even as we are right now. So let's say 4 months left is how much, hypothetically speaking, 4 months left. So let's say after the 4 months is left, God is no longer to be found. So when we're praying to Him, He will no longer be near. So like all the prayers, everything else will be in vain. So at that point, He can't help you. So it's like He's giving us all these warnings. He's telling us like He's telling us like, bro, a time will come where you call me and I can't hear you. Not because I don't love you and like you're not my child or anything, but like because like even I was at church on Sunday and Pastor Sammy he was like God he upholds his word above his what is it? Oh, here's something like his word is more important than his name. Like he like oh, what's that thing where you really hold on to your word?
Promise?
No, it's like your word means a lot. Like it's integrity. It's integrity. I don't know if the word is integrity, but like he really keeps his word. Like he's not a liar. Like yeah, like if he says A is A, A is A. Like he's not a man that he should lie. Yeah, so like if he says this, then this is this. Like if he says when the time runs out, the time is run out. Time is run out. So he can't. So he's a God of justice. Yes, justice over love. Like yeah, he's loving God and everything, but like he will still execute justice. So when he says that he's giving you all this time, you say time is run out. Time is run out. When that time runs out, he has no choice but to execute justice, because if he doesn't, then it's like it goes against everything that he claims to be. Because then when he does that, then he's no longer the God that he has so claimed to be this whole time. And then this whole time, there's like, who have we been worshiping? So then at that point, he's no longer God, because then we've been worshiping who? I don't know. And that can't be true because he's God. Amen. Because if it's true, and okay, maybe I just said it. But yeah, he's just saying like, let the wicked forsake their ways and the righteous their thoughts. So it's like the thoughts that we have, even if we don't say them out loud or like put them into actions, that also is enough to like you were saying, God is all knowing. So like that's enough for us to rebuke those thoughts and to turn to the Lord, and He is merciful, and He's like He will freely pardon you. Like God is not a man. Why is He gatekeeping your forgiveness? What is He gonna do with it? Like you think God is like gatekeeping forgiveness for? Who is He waiting? Who is He holding on to it for? Like the angels that He has up there. What is He like? They're not gonna sin against Him. Like He has no reason to forgive. Like There's nothing that he's holding the forgiveness for. It's literally just for us. His son has already died the gruesome death. He was there. He saw it. He wants the death to be profitable. So there's no reason why he would sit here and say, I won't forgive them. The son has already died. He's already gone through the pain. He's felt it. So at this point, he's gonna be like, my son has died all this, or he's gonna make it worthwhile. So when you come to him and say, God, like, I'm sorry, he's going to forgive you like this. He's not gonna be like, nah, let me make them feel the wrath. Let me do that. He might do that because you keep doing the same thing. He's gonna say, "Hey, these people are not learning a lesson. Let me show them that like they really need to repent because this is not a joke that I'm playing with them. Because if you keep coming to God and say sorry, 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 and like you're not truly sorry, then you're not really repenting. So like I don't really know what you're doing, but I'm not judging. I'm just saying I really don't know because I don't know because I'm not God. I really don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. But it's like he will freely pardon you. It's not something that he's gatekeeping. So yeah, I just think that he's a forgiving God. So yeah, I think it. Oh, I'd written down why their thoughts are not their ways when it says um the unrighteous their thoughts. I say it all starts in the mind. I'm reading a book called. I'm half and half reading a book called the mind the battle. The mind is the battle is in the mind. But the mind is the battlefield. So just how every battle really starts in the mind and how like the devil's just like if the devil is gonna get you, it will literally all start with a thought.
No, literally.
It starts with some. It doesn't have to be a diabolical thought. Just some small, like some nonsense thought, like some left, some like small like oh, that shoe don't look so cute. Something so irrelevant and small, and like just something small, and it's like before you know it, it's building left, right. So you think somebody's ugly, pop, pop, pop. Like what? Before you know it, you're cursing your dudes, your mom, your this. I'm like, wait, how did we get here? It all starts with the thought. Before you know, you're just like you think everybody's totally bogus and like you've gone array, and you're like everyone is. Yeah, it just all starts with the mind. That's why it says.
Take every thought captive.
Yes, it's in like First Corinthians 2:17. Don't fact check me, guys, please.
but yeah, no, because I feel like I'm always thinking about that, like the mind, like thoughts, like perception, not perception, but like just that whole like thing of like the mind. Because I was even watching this video. And
when in the war in the mind,
I definitely reading it.
I definitely got it.
Actually reading it, yeah. Anyways, yeah, like I think I'm always thinking about that. Like I'm always in my head about something, and it's like there was this video I watched. They're talking about how like every stronghold is built thought by thought. Like every single like temptation or like sin or issue or like I don't know, everything is just built thought by thought. So like when you think that oh you're not good enough or like oh like you can never trust people or like I don't know or like people are unloving, uncaring, that you can't really depend on this world. Like it starts thought by thought, and I feel like it's so easy to like put those same expectations and those thoughts on God. Because even if we go back to Genesis, like in Genesis, the enemy came and told them that actually God didn't mean that you guys were gonna die. He just didn't want you guys to be as big and have all the knowledge and wisdom. Surely not. Surely.
I saw a meme. It was like, so if you didn't want to be like God, why don't you eat it?
No, exactly. You see, like, but
missed that one.
But he ate it surely.
Surely not.
In the Bible says that the enemy is crafty with his words, like very, very crafty. Because you'd be like, wow, you're so right though. I could be as big and as wise and as knowledgeable as God. He just didn't want me to be as big as him. That's why he didn't let me eat the food. Whatever. So it's like it starts thought by thought. And I feel like like I was saying, it's so easy to put those same like things onto God. We're like, oh, we can't go to God because we feel like we're too far away from him or we're too far gone. Like we can't go to God because like nobody's in our life that really cares for us. So how can you say God cares for me? Like it just starts and it ends up growing into something. Or like you may start out like sexualizing people at a young age, or not like people can start sexualizing you at a young age. So all of a sudden now you don't see people as like valuable. I don't know, like smaller, like things like that. So like it really adds up, and now all of a sudden you're just saying no to God completely. But he's saying, come, all you who are thirsty, or whatever. And yeah, I feel like And even with the verse that said that for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, and my ways higher than your ways. It's like God can really see the bigger picture, and sometimes we think that we're so big and so bad that
it's big and so bad. You want to say that's so bad, didn't you?
like we think that we're just we think that we can see the bigger picture. Like we think that we've gotten so far in life, that we've read our Bible enough, we've sang enough songs, we've cried as many times that like we know God, like we know enough to like not need God in a lot of situations. And it's like God said that the heavens are higher than the earth, and His ways are higher than our ways. So even in with a bunch of people in the Bible, like Paul, for instance, many times before he even started like his before he started like his like preaching to the people or whatever church he was creating or building, he said that like, I'm coming to you not as someone who's big, I'm the least of the least, like I'm nobody. Like he always starts out with like some humble statement of like, I'm nobody, I'm just coming so that I can see you guys flourish. I can, like, even in First Thessalonians when we were reading, they were talking about how he sent his brother to the people because he couldn't be there, so that so that the brother could like watch over the people and see if they're flourishing and they're actually walking out in faith. So it's like,
it's just a boy.
Like we're just people, and it's like we think like we might, like in certain situations we might be good at certain things, we might be better than people in certain, like, I don't know, like tasks, or I don't know, me neither. But yeah, it's like God is really just, He wants us to come to Him because He is good. I know there's a verse that says it somewhere in here that I think it was
the Lord is good and His mercies endureth forever.
No, yeah, no, but it said that in verse 2, listen to me and eat what is good. And I wrote that God is good. Like He, like what you were saying, like he's not a man that he can lie. He can't switch up on His word because He is good. Everything that comes out of Him is good. And like even moving like later into the verses, it says that like His word cannot come out of His mouth and return to Him empty. Like everything that comes out of Him, every blessing, every like inheritance that comes out of Him is good. But it's just what we decide to do with that good. I remember in Bible study Saturday, we were talking about Daniel or whatever, and then a question came up. I think I asked, it was something like, why do we get angry at God for allowing bad? Why are we mad at God for allowing bad things to happen to us, but we do bad with the good God gives us? It's like we don't.
You're not ready for that one.
Like we complain a lot. We're like, oh God, you're like why are you not watching me? Like why do you not want me to be in a relationship? Do you not want me to have friends? Do you not?
He never told you he wanted you with that man.
Do you not want me to have money, or like be like as big and as like high as these people? But it's like, even with the small that we have, we misuse it. Even with the small that He gives us, we don't use it properly. And because His ways are higher than ours, we don't see that He's pruning us through these processes. We're being knocked down, but He's getting ready to raise us up again. So it's like, it's just really taking in the process and allowing God to really rein you in every single time, instead of running away when a small problem occurs. So
yeah, it's funny when you the thing you just mentioned is in verse 11, says, so if my word that goes out of my mouth, so is my word that goes out of my mouth, it will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and the hills will burst out to song, and before you and the trees in the fields, it will clap their hands. And this will be for the Lord's renown, for an everlasting sign that will endure forever. It was giving, like, I don't remember what episode this was, but I feel like people who like, oh, maybe it wasn't an episode actually. I think maybe I just chatting on my Instagram about how people who like, oh God, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And I was like, the minute God tells you what your purpose is, everybody has now heard the same thing. So everybody's now, it's open season on your life. Now the devil want to play games with you too. So like, now that God has said it, like, now that you said that, if He has said it, it won't return back empty. God said you'll be a prophet. No, come rain or shine, you'll be a prophet. It doesn't matter how it will happen. If you have to go through, like, it will happen, bro. And it's like, how will it happen? You go through it. Like that's the thing though. Like if God, the thing is that if God says it, it will really happen. So it's like you have to be careful what you ask God to say, bro.
Yeah.
You have to be OD careful what you be asking God for, because we think, oh God, like, let me be successful, I want to be a doctor. Are you sure? Are you really sure?
You sure?
Are you really sure you're asking God you want to be in the OR 40 more hours probably, cutting into people? are you really sure that's what? If you're really sure that's what you want, that's cool too. But are you sure that's what you want? That's not what your mama want, what your dad wants, what your uncle wants. It's what you want.
Yeah.
So ask God for that. Be sure, because when He says, then there will be a doctor, and then it will come. If you have to write 25 exams and go to school for how many years?
Yeah.
Good luck, man. But yeah, just that all God says will prevail and come to pass. It says, I written that we do not know God's plans and thoughts, so we don't know. Okay. Anyways, just always trust in the words that God says over your life, because Jeremiah 29:11, you just can't escape that verse, bro. But I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. Like He will never say something over your life that He doesn't intend for good. So whenever He is doing something in your life, like it will always, you will never see it. I feel like if you can tell what God is doing, like that's crazy. Especially in the early beginning stages, unless you really spend a lot of time with Him, then that's really good. If you can tell just by the small beginning, like let's say a professional player and you break your ankle and you can tell
There's
God
some
isn't.
people though,
That's what I'm saying. If you spend a lot of time with Him and you can really
and
tell,
like they have like weird dreams,
yeah,
and
that's
it's
what I'm
like
saying. Like,
or visions, and
those
it's
are-
like
those are-
you're
those
gonna
are-
be a prophet.
those people. No, like let's say like you're a professional player, you're a professional athlete, and like you spend a lot of time with God, and like and then you injure your ankle, and from that you can tell that God is calling you to ministry. How did you know that?
I mean, some people actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because you spend a lot of time with Him, you can just tell like this is your sign that God is calling you to do something else. But some people would think like, oh, this is just I just got hurt. I'm just gonna be like. It's just like you can just tell that, and everything and anything happens for a reason. Just knowing that God's ways are really just like better than your own, and that His invitation is not one to be ignored. But I mean, I feel like for like last was this 2024, 2022. I feel like every Sunday that I went to church, which was I feel like quite a few times. I feel like every time I went, Pastor Sammy was always preaching on the Great Invitation. Maybe it was just me, or maybe it was just every time that I went. But I feel like every single time I always heard the Great Invitation, the Great Invitation, the Great Invitation. It was just how like God will he'll invite you to come every time He invites you to come. But like the invitation won't be there forever, because time will run out. Like it says, seek the Lord while He may be found. Like He'll keep calling, He'll come. But like at some point He has to go. Like He can't be at your beck and call, because He is still God. Like we can't keep treating Him like He's just some guy who just died on the cross. He's more than that. Like I feel like we've just limited Him to a guy who died on the cross, really, because we think of Him as someone who just should be loved. Oh, you gotta fear the man, because
the fear of the Lord is the beginning of
wisdom. I feel like if you don't fear the Lord, you really won't. You can't really like submit or like really understand who He is, because you really have to fear Him to understand the gravity of how much power He has. Like He doesn't have to fully snap. He can think, did I kill her? And He could be gone, which He would never do. I don't know, but like I don't think He would ever do that. But like like that's how much power He is. Like fear Him, like the wrath. If you really want to know why you should fear God, like just read the Old Testament, bro. Just read,
Jeremiah.
just read, just literally just.
It's so easy.
The Bible, it's just like. Just like watch a Bible show actually, or maybe like
here's my testimony.
Yeah, just or hear somebody's that too is a good way to get started. Like
it will shock you.
Like it's just like He should. I feel like we don't fear God enough to see why we need Him, and it's like in this day and age, because God He hasn't become such a loving Father. He's always been a loving Father, but like
we only see Him as
because
love.
He's not because of Jesus. Jesus really did a number. Jesus really ate when He came and died for us. He ate down.
Oh yeah.
Because when He came, because when He went and sat at the right hand side of the Father, He really He really is the middleman. Yeah. God's about to do like a God, but like God, but like God, but like look at them, He's so cute, God. But God, we love Him though. He's like, you're right. Okay, let's give Him a chance. Send the angels to go warn them. Send a friend and send a pastor to send a message, and then they come warn you. You chill out, but you don't go too crazy. You still go do something crazy, but like you don't wild out. You come back to God, for 2 months or whatever, and then you go back, do something crazy. You come back, But like, imagine Jesus wasn't there, and every time God was like, "You're wilding out."
Oh, it's over.
Flood,
for you.
fire,
the way
earthquake. tornado. You know how many natural disasters God could really put if He really wanted to.
Yeah. No, me and Jeremiah right now, it's bad for them. It's over.
Before it started, it was over.
You're done.
The different ways he kept saying, I'm finna end John. He kept saying Jeremiah said the same thing in different words. I'm like, I said, Jeremiah, are you not tired? He said, tell him it's quiet. No, let's stop.
Literally, like,
as Jeremiah, I said, God, it's okay. I think they get it.
No, actually though. But
he said, it's quiet from the north, from the south. But these people are gonna come and they're gonna think you're free, but you're not.
Gonna be, and then that's when they were under captive or like exiles of
That's
Babylon.
Nebuchadnezzar people came and took them, right? Nebuchadnezzar, yeah.
Is he part of Babylon?
Yep. Okay, then after him, that's when Daniel came, the book of Daniel.
Oh yeah, but it's real bad. It's real bad. But I feel like it's so much easier to like see God as like, oh, He's a provider. Like, like I think we were talking about that at some point before, but like
He's only see him as like God,
exactly right. Like we don't like to see the him like the whole. We don't like to know the whole him. We like to take bits and pieces that we like. And it's like, oh, we go to him like after we pass the test. Now we want to go and thank God. Like after we've like I don't know, like something good has happened. So we've gotten a raise at our job. Now we want to go and thank God. It's like during
pray for the raise actually.
Literally during those like seasons where it seems empty and it seems dark and it seems quiet. Like those are the times that we should like be going to him because like he said that we will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and the hills will burst into songs and yeah. So it's like yeah, you know, come to God or whatever. And it's not easy. There's always ups and downs and trials and tribulations. But just know that like there's always an invitation from Christ. But it's not for you to just accept that invitation, but you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to like submit to God and
resist the devil.
Resist the devil. Don't flirt with sin, because you will be deceived. You think
sin
you're
so real cute.
Sin is knocking at the door.
Sin is fun.
Crouching. The enemy's crouching by your door, just like one more knock, I'm gonna get her. And it's like don't entertain it, because the minute you entertain it, boom, you fallen. Because once again, those sins and those strongholds are built thought by thought. So it's up to you. God can do, but He also wants you to do as well. So it's like, do not deceive yourself by thinking that God is just gonna just do it all. But this is an invitation to you. The water is there. It's just if you're gonna go up to the water and drink it or not.
God invites, and God waits for an invitation, or God like knocks at the door. The devil just barges in. Matter of fact, he just sneaks in through the window. I think there's a verse that says he sneaks in.
Probably.
He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah. And it says this. He's knocking at the door. Whoever hears and lets him in, he will enter. Somewhere in Revelation, I believe. But yeah, so definitely listen and accept the invitation of Christ, because it's a hard one to make. I feel like at times, especially when you feel like you don't know if that's the right choice to make. But it's definitely a worthwhile choice to make. It's definitely one that will bring you such peace and tranquility and joy. It will change your life for sure for the better. But I think the minute you start thinking about it, I feel like just giving God a chance. All he's asking for is a chance. He's just asking for like an audition. Because all it takes is really, because he's like, I know I'm qualified. He's qualified. Well, he's been qualified. He knows who he is. He knows he's the guy. So he's like, if you just like come to me and I can like just, because it's like people, because people are like, oh, you don't really like the church, like people who are church hurt. It's like the church is the one that hurt you. It's like they portray. It's like it's like God. Humans can't really accurately portray God. Jesus. Like they try to, but like people fall short. And like you think, oh, because they say they're like they're the image of God, and like because they messed up and they hurt you, that means God's gonna hurt you. And that but no, like if you go to the man himself, he would never do. And if you know the man himself, the man would never do any of that. So it's like if you just go to God and be like, God, I've seen your people. I'm not a fan of your people, but I want to know if you're like your people. So just like, let's see what this is about.
Exactly.
And if you do that, you'll never exactly.
His word will never come back empty.
God will never leave you undelivered, unlike some of these people out there.
Yeah.
Or on red.
Actually, though, when I be feeling lonely, I'm like, let me just go pray. Like nobody's answering my call. Fine.
I know you're one to talk.
Like, fine,
Three,
I'll
three
go.
tries.
Girl,
Three tries.
you know what?
Three
That's a
tries.
different.
Three
What
tries.
3 tries?
Three tries.
Girl,
Actually, it was like 2 tries.
you call and then midway you end the phone call.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not finna. You know how embarrassing it is to watch the phone ring the
It
whole
is
time?
embarrassing, but
Exactly.
follow through.
I have a commitment issues. I have a commitment issues. But he's trying to fix that phone ring.
No, but like, yeah, finish the call. Finish the call. No, but actually, yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling so lonely. Let me just go. Let me pick up my Bible and read, and then I'm like, I'm actually fine. So,
I'm actually fine. Yeah.
So yeah, you know what? Just come to Christ. Come honestly and seek Him wholeheartedly, and He will not reject you. But yeah, I hope is that everything you have for today?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely just seek God. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. It might seem like the answer to or the thing that will quench your thirst is everywhere else but God. But seek Him, and you'll be surprised as to the things that He can do for you. So
Yeah.
it's been fun hanging out with you guys. We will see you
Next week for episode 13.
episode 13. Yes.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Love you so much. May the good God bless you, protect you, and keep you on this journey and on this break if you ask for a break. If not,
Oh yeah.
that's okay too. Bye bye.
Bye.